Well, howdy, 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 y'all. Teresa here. Just me and the critters. I'm sorry that I missed yesterday, but I had the touch of the stomach flu. Well, not a touch. I had the stomach flu. Not the real bad one that's been going all around, but I had a case of the ickies, and I certainly felt it. So, I basically kind of stayed in bed most of the day until about 5 p.m. So, yeah. You know, I didn't really get anything done until the evening, but let's go ahead with, it is January 23rd, 2017. 18. I knew I was going to do that yet. 18. It is Tuesday afternoon at 3:13 p.m. It is beautiful out. I have not been outside as of yet. I don't know if I will or not. Let's see. Gotta pull up the weather for here. It is. Wait for it to update itself. Okay. It is 68 degrees. Real feel is 69. The high is be 68. The low will be 41. It's become very nice again. And now we're going to be starting to warm. Now tomorrow's going to be cooler. It's only going to be 59. And the low will be 37. That's not a big deal. And then we're going to be in the 60s again. So, I think this time, I think winter might really be over for us. Which I'm excited for. What else I can tell you guys? We'll start with, I told you guys I was sick and stuff, and we just had leftovers for dinner. We hadn't eaten. I should have just eaten the soup I was planning on eating, but I didn't. And then, we just kind of sat around, I played a few games on my phone, and of course, you know, we're talking a lot about the move and figuring out the when and what. And Brad had done like 3 loads of laundry, so I went back and folded them. I did get a hat done. This is a medium-sized adult hat for Wyoming. So, that'll be going in the box for Wyoming. I'm trying to get as many as I can get done because I know that I'm going to not get quite as many done here pretty soon with the move. So, that's what that is. But everything's coming together. I did hear from, I had emailed the donation place that I had found in Wyoming. Of course, it wasn't hard since we grew up there. A Wyoming Rescue Mission, and they emailed me back, and they were thrilled to have the donation, so that's all set in place. I've never had anybody say no yet. What else? Like I said, we're sitting around making a lot of plans for the move. I'll talk about that a little bit more. Talk about my hair for a minute. You see all the grays and stuff? You know, all I do is I just put a blonde dye, over all the white and gray. And it's time to do that, definitely, but I'm waiting until we get into our own place where I can rinse it out in the shower, because I have been just doing it in the sink. But, you know, that can be kind of hard, especially if you're a big busted woman, to, you know, get over the sink enough and stuff. You know, I'm short, but I'm big busted. Well, not real short. I'm 5'5". But, to get over the sink and stuff, and I don't want to go down. I've never gone to a bathhouse and done that, because I don't want to get hair dye on their walls and stuff. That just would be rude. So, yeah, I'm waiting until we get moved. Not much longer. We're set to start moving in no later than the 1st. So, you know, it's just a matter of waiting for the pension to come in. Today, we got up, and again, we were doing some little bit of planning, and then I made waffles, Belgian waffles, for Brad mainly, and then we laid down because his back had just been killing him. So, I had him take some medication. It was just it's like the bare back and body, and then lay back on the bed. and stretch out. And he slept for a while longer before he had to get up for work. And I laid down eventually too. And then I just started chicken marsala in the crock pot. Thank you, Michelle, again. I know that the Campbell packets say to cook it in a skillet, but I just do it in a crock pot. And this time I cut my chicken breast. They were boneless, skinless one. I cut them into 4 strips each breast. They were big breasts. And then added fresh mushroom and a packet, excuse me, of the Lipton onion soup mix and the marsala. And then I add some Worcestershire sauce and some pepper, garlic salt, ground celery, and what else? I guess that's it. And I stirred it real well. You know, we like to use those crock pot liners, and got it all cooking now. So I think that'll be good. Not sure. I'm thinking I might want to cook some rice with it. Is what I'm thinking about doing. Cooking a pot of plain rice and then serving it over the top. I think that would be real good. I'm not sure yet. But that's about all that's gone on. I got a little bit of paperwork stuff to do. Brad did get his stuff done, and that's about it. Like I said, making plans. Looks like Brad's gonna be able to have off. He'll have off this coming Sunday. He rearranged his whole schedule. I didn't ask him to. I didn't think he would be able to. But he got with his boss, and he rearranged it without losing hours. That he could have off the 31st and the 1st. Because, see, we know he'll get his pension by the 31st. And so he'll go pay, you know, I take care of paying the landlord. Because we do it through online. And then he'll meet with the landlord and get the key and do the walkthrough and stuff. And then hopefully we can start. Then he's got to run to the electric company, and because we don't have the deposit stuff necessary until the pension comes in, so we run to the electric company, make arrangements, have that turned on, and then also the internet, have that turned on, and then we got to find beds, which is proving kind of a problem, I think. The problem is, there's only one furniture store in Crawfordville, and they're way too high priced. And then, if we order from Walmart, it may be a couple of days. You know, but we'll figure it out. I mean, I thought about ordering from Amazon, but, you know, it'll be a couple of days too, which would be okay. It's just what to sleep on until then. But we're going to figure it out. Because we need to wait on the recliners and stuff for a couple of weeks after we move. But, you know, it's just kind of figuring out the, you know, the first initial, because there is still, even though we paid the initial deposit on the trailer, there's a deposit for the water, then there's a deposit for the electric deposit for, of course, then you have the internet, and then, you know, except we have no household furnishing, no furniture or anything, you know, so we're going to have to come up with, I mean, we'll get a kitchen table down the road, and we'll get chairs down the road. You know, we'll make do. We'll make do. It'll be worth it. We've been through so much. We'll make this happen, you know. It's not that big of a deal. We're just kind of figuring out the what, when, and how, you know. We don't really have time to run up to Tallahassee, you know. So, but we'll figure it out. Because the problem is we don't, we just have the Jeep. We don't have anything to really haul mattresses and box springs with. But, yeah, it'll all work out. I'm just so excited to get out of here. And I think my friend Queen Bee is sending me some curtains. She shot a picture of them and stuff. When she can, she'll send them. And until then, I think we're just going to put towels up in the window, for now, because there's nothing, So, we'll get that done, and just, a lot of stuff that needs to happen. Like, we'll be putting up the fencing for the dogs, and I'm so excited to see what their reaction is. When we went up during Hurricane Irma, we went up and stayed for a few days with Queen Bee and Barbara and in Alabama, and they were just such wonderful people, and the dogs were so thrilled to be in their yard and running and stuff, and they were just being silly, and then just even be in the house and stuff. So, that was a real treat. And I'm ever so grateful. And that's all it's really going on. Your head's kind of spinning with 1,000 things, like, needing to take a bunch of stuff down as the RV exists now. We couldn't move it because there would be just way too much stuff falling every which way, right? So some of the stuff needs to be taken beforehand, before we can move the RV and stuff, of course, and all of that good stuff. Hey, little man, it's okay, Charlie. And I told Brad if we had to, even though these are super crappy mattresses, what we could do is we could take both mattresses out of here and put them in the trailer in the house until we could get mattresses. So, we didn't know what we were doing when we left Wyoming and came on this journey, and it was a hell of a ride getting here. So many things happened and stuff. I mean, between the RV breaking down and us getting lost constantly, and then we didn't understand why the inside of the RV was so hot, and it's because we didn't realize that they had turned the thermostat all the way as high as it would go up to 90. So as we opened more windows, we ran air conditioning, from the front motor itself. That heater worked really well. It was detecting it, and it just kept cranking it up. So it was like a dueling force between the hot and the cold, But, I mean, there's so many things that just were crazy, but, we finally got here and stuff. And then I remember being so scared because we didn't know where anything was, and trying to figure all that out. And, just it being so foreign and stuff, But it's been a life-changing adventure, and one I would do again. And especially with having the dogs. And unfortunately, Miss CJ passed away just from old age, our beagle. And then our Siamese cat, Mr. Blue Eyes, he passed away a couple months later, again from old age. And, but I would go through everything again if I'm trying to stay to keep my dogs. When I look, Charlie's laying right beside me and stuff, and Miss Nixie is up here in the window in her perch. Right, Nixie? What are you doing? Nixie, are you just watching everything so close? I don't know what she's going to do for a hobby once we move. Because, but, been a hell of a journey, but one I'm glad we took. Because, my dogs are my babies, and they don't turn their back on you like a lot of people will. They don't hurt you like people do. And I'm not saying everybody does. I have some great friends. I have some fabulous friends. I cherish each one of you guys. You know that. But, you know, we're talking about in life in general. And, you know, at the end of the day, when everybody thinks you suck, your dog doesn't. Unless you forgot to feed them, then they will think you. But my dog, you never forget to feed them, because Charlie will pick up, you know, his dish, and he'll be batting it around if you forget. He'll keep reminding you that you need to feed him, you know, and so will the other ones. But, yeah, I'm glad we did it. Sometimes, as hard as it is, you have to close the door on your old life to move ahead to your new life, even though it's very scary. And you have to open yourself up and be willing for change. Because if you're not willing for change, you can't keep complaining about your life. You know, you can't keep complaining about your life. I mean, we knew that some of the dynamics there, and the weather, and our health and stuff, that we need to make a major life change. And we have. And, you know, I'm not on oxygen all the time like I was. And you know, or I was getting to be more and more. And I can walk better. And I think our quality of life is much better. I know Brad's a lot happier and stuff. So, oh yeah, so I was telling you, so he's going to be off next Sunday. And then, you know, he'll be working up until Wednesday. Be off Wednesday the 31st, which is also my youngest daughter's birthday. And then he'll be off the 1st. Then he's going to work open to close, which is 12-hour shifts on the next 2 days. I don't want him to do that, because I worry about the fact that he says, I'll do everything I can to get it out of there. And, you know, I'll get it handled. And when he says something like that, I just have to back off, and because I know that he will. And, you know, when he gets really determined, there's no swaying him. Everybody will tell you that. When Brad's determined about something, there's no moving the mountain. So, you know, I'm just, yeah, ever so grateful. So what else am I going to do today? Well, I don't really feel like cleaning this mofo up a whole bunch. And I'm going to pick it up. And I don't know if I'm going outside or not. I haven't decided. I mean, it's nice out and stuff, but I don't know if I really even feel like painting today. I mean, it's not that I don't, but I'd really rather kind of sit and do some cross stitch. I might just do that. I don't know. I'm kind of over having to fight with a lot of people in the park. This park is packed. And it's not really worth fighting the dogs. Being so amped up because there's so many other dogs and people and stuff. So I might just stick inside here. Brad just took the puppies out before he left for work. You know, so I think I'm probably just going to find something good to watch and, you know, play a few Facebook games and then do some cross stitch. So, since I already got dinner going, I got to do the dishes and stuff and pick up. Oh, I got a little bit of paperwork to do too. What about you guys? What are you going to be doing today? Anything fun? Yeah, I know. That does have to be done. Unfortunately, all the time. But after you get that done, you can do something fun. Yep. That's what I do too. Yep. I give myself a certain amount of time to play some Facebook games, and then I make myself do other stuff. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here. Remember that I love you guys. I do cherish your friendship so much. And I think you guys are awesome. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Okay? Okay. Bye.